The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing on first down. Collier. That's Isabella open on the right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. A big play there on the first play of the game. Those wide receiver screens like that, isn't that what they said they wanted to implement more in the game plan this week?
They certainly did because they felt like they had an advantage with their receivers out in open space. They thought they could make the first guy miss like a punt returner and then pick up nice blocking downfield.
Gibson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Gibson again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Rico Gafford with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 3rd and 2, Collier escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st down, Collier. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Collier. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
They'll run with Gibson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7 with our score. Back to throw. Collier eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Collier, a bullet throw, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. Back to throw. Collier completes it to Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. These two teams all tied after 1. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Gibson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with Gibson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Gafford. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And again, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Touchdown, Packers. Rico Gafford with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
On second down, it's Gibson. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Bulldozes past him, and they can't bring him down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on second down, Collier. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Collier. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Rodgers. They still can't get him. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
from the 39. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check. Fresno. 31.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
31's the mic. All right, T, let's take it. All right, T.
Operating from the gun, Collier. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. On 1st and 10, Collier trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's got room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Hands it off out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch the whip.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Oh, no, he lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
31's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 31.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 31's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the 31.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 81 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looking to throw on second down. Collier. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Collier. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw on second down, Collier. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go out